You know, Java's been a giant in the programming world for decades now. But in the world of tech, you can't just stand still, right? If you do, you get left behind. So how is Java staying so nimble? We're going to dive into the key trends that are really shaping its future as we head into 2025.
Yeah, this quote, it absolutely nails it. I mean, in a field that moves this fast, if you're standing still, you're actually falling behind. So for anyone out there working with Java, you've got to know which way the wind is blowing. It's everything.
It really makes you wonder, right? How does a language from the mid-90s not just survive, but actually thrive? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It adapts. Java isn't some fossil. It's constantly evolving, pulling in the tools and ideas that developers need, like right now.
All right, so here's what's on deck. We're going to talk about the modern dev pipeline, what's up with Java and AI, its place in the cloud, the tools developers are using today, the Spring framework, which is still a beast, and we'll wrap up with the big shifts in mobile and Android development.
Okay, first up, the modern dev pipeline. This is really all about one thing, building better software faster. It's a total focus on speed and quality.
And right at the heart of this whole thing is DevOps. You've probably heard the term. It's more than just a buzzword, it's a whole culture shift. It's about getting development and operations teams to work together, breaking down those old walls to get great software out the door and fast.
And look, this isn't some niche fringe idea anymore. It is mainstream. A whopping 77% of organizations are using DevOps, and it's working. Almost half of them say they're pushing out new releases way more often because of it.
This is where Java really shines. Its ecosystem is just so mature. I mean, for every single part of that pipeline, whether it's CI/CD, containerizing with Docker, or orchestrating it all with Kubernetes, there's a solid, battle-tested Java tool ready to go.
But all this fancy automation, all these tools, they don't work without one critical piece. You need a single source of truth for your code. And that, my friends, is Git. It is literally the foundation that all of this modern development is built on.
And when I say foundation, I mean it. The dominance is just staggering. Think about this. Git powers something like 90% of all software projects. For any Java team out there, it's how you work. It's how you collaborate, how you build cool stuff.
All right, moving on to our next big topic, artificial intelligence. We're way past the sci-fi stage here, folks. AI is a core competitive advantage for businesses now. And guess what? Java's right there, deep in the mix.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't AI all Python? And yeah, Python gets a lot of hype, but Java's machine learning ecosystem is seriously powerful, and it's growing fast. You've got libraries like Deep Learning 4J for deep learning, and something called the Deep Java library, which is amazing. It lets you talk to backends like TensorFlow and PyTorch. So the big takeaway here is you can build cutting-edge AI, and you never have to leave the Java world to do it.
Okay, so from the brains of AI, let's talk about where everything lives, the cloud. This is the home for modern apps, and Java has become absolutely essential for building out those big, scalable, and especially serverless systems. So what's the big deal with serverless anyway? It's pretty simple, really. It lets developers just focus on the code, the part that actually adds value. You don't have to worry about managing servers anymore. The cloud provider just handles all that scaling and infrastructure stuff for you. It's a game changer.
And I'm not kidding when I say it's a game changer. This trend is absolutely exploding. We're talking about a market that's projected to hit over $21 billion by 2026. That's a massive economic wave, and Java's in the perfect spot to ride it.
And why is it so well positioned? Because Java it's made for the cloud. You've got frameworks like Spring Boot that make building microservices a breeze. You pair that with the power of Docker and Kubernetes, and suddenly Java is an absolute powerhouse for any cloud-native app you can dream of. Okay, so we've talked about what we're building and where it's running, but what about how developers are actually writing the code? Let's take a look at the IDEs, the integrated development environments that are the daily drivers for Java pros.
There's no question, IntelliJ IDEA is the king of the hill here. A solid 62% of JVM developers are using it. But hey, Eclipse is still a major player, and you can't ignore the new kid on the block, VS Code, which is super lightweight and gaining ground fast. And remember, these aren't just fancy text editors. They're complete workshops that make developers way more productive.
And speaking of tools that just keep on going, we have to talk about the Spring framework. For years, this thing has been the backbone of enterprise Java, and it's not slowing down. It's still a massive driving force in the whole ecosystem. So what's Spring's secret sauce? It's that it never stops evolving. It started with a cool concept called dependency injection, but it didn't just sit there. It adapted. It embraced microservices and serverless. Now, it's leading the charge with cloud-native features. And with its massive ecosystem, especially with Spring Boot, it's still the go-to choice for literally millions of developers.
All right, for our last big trend, let's turn our attention to the device in your pocket, mobile. For the longest time, Java was the undisputed king of Android. But as you can probably guess, things are, well, they're changing.
First, let's just appreciate the scale we're talking about. Android isn't just a mobile OS, it is the mobile OS. It's running on a mind-boggling 72% of phones globally. And that entire empire, that massive footprint, was built almost entirely on Java.
But there's a new player in town, and its name is Kotlin. Now, Java is still the robust, established veteran with a ton of existing code. But Kotlin comes in with this modern, clean syntax that's just easier to write. And here's the kicker. Google has officially made it the preferred language for all new Android development. That's a huge deal.
And that official backing, it had a massive impact. Today, more than 70% of professional Android devs are picking Kotlin for their new projects. Now, this doesn't mean Java's dead or gone, not at all, but it shows a clear evolution. And the coolest part? This new language, Kotlin, it runs on the exact same Java virtual machine. It's all part of the same family, really.
So when you look at the whole picture, DevOps, AI, the cloud, even the rise of Kotlin, one theme just keeps coming up, right? Java's greatest strength isn't its syntax or its libraries, it's its incredible ability to adapt. It just keeps pulling in new ideas to stay at the top of its game. The technology is definitely keeping up. So the real question is for you. Are you?